Hi, the Australian Indigenous Mentoring Experience Research Partnership, what we call the AIM Research Partnership, is a partnership between AIM and university researchers. So the AIM Research Partnership is really about understanding how AIM works. AIM does this amazing job with engaging Indigenous young people in education and thinking about their education and employment futures. So we work together to answer those really interesting questions about how it is they do their engagement, how they work so well with all of these university mentors, and what makes it such a great success. The virtual mentoring experience is about how it may be possible to create innovation in how people can imagine educational futures and possibilities for those for whom universities are remote places. That is, universities are a really long way from your lived experience. And one of the things that we've found by using this virtual mentoring experience platform is that we can actually bring the university closer and bring it into a felt and lived experience of people.
4,137 kilometres. That's lots of kilometres, and that's how far we drove to be here in Nuku'alofa. So we've come up here to help out with the Nuku News and get some interest happening around that, and also it's worked out that I've done some stuff around helping young people who are interested in uni connect with UOW. I think the really cool thing that we've been able to do is we have this program called iSee, and I think that's been really helpful.
iSee is an immersive video conferencing tool. iSee uniquely combines live video from webcams, a 3D world and spatial audio to create an online environment which allows people to interact as they would in the real world.
Well, we've used this program in a few different ways. We had some young people connect with mentors in Wollongong around movies that they'd really like to make, particularly documentary style movies that might work with starting a Nuku News TV channel, and some excellent mentoring and ideas came about through that. And then finally, apart from connecting people individually with the Indigenous Centre at uni through Skype, we had an iSee session with some uni students and uni researchers and teachers, and also people from the Wollongong Centre to help chat in a more sort of dynamic and collaborative environment about what it means to go to uni, what supports are there for you. Yeah, everyone seems to jump on and just connect instantly.
That connection was incredibly candid. It was dynamic. It was there was connection being made. I think the actual virtual aspect of it actually added to the connection that they're enthusiastic about.
I think perhaps people who are a little reluctant to talk in person seem to relax when they've got the technology and the novelty factors.
The experience of the mentors sitting in the urban university setting had a great experience too. Their reflections were that, you know, that was really cutting edge engagement, hugely fulfilling, amazing learning experience for them, as is a normal mentor's experience at AIM, but you know, that's probably just expanded and deepened with the remote setting these kids are sitting in on the other side of the computer.
In iSee, people are free to move around, mingle and dynamically form groups, just as if they were in the same physical space. iSee gives people to interact and engage with each other much more strongly than is possible with traditional video conferencing tools.
Seeing how quickly everyone picked up the way to use the software was really interesting to me. I had kind of thought that it would take a lot longer and that you would need a lot more time to figure out how to move around and how to really engage with each other using like the different keypad shortcuts and stuff. Within 10 minutes, everyone's jumping up and down, racing each other all around the courtyard, just really quickly picking it up and running with it, and that was really cool.
The idea of reaching kids remotely was incredibly exciting. I had my doubts about it. You know, obviously sitting with someone, looking them in the eye, is very different to looking at them through a framed picture in a gaming software, but it actually added to the engagement of the session that we ran from Nuku. As AIM Centre Manager here at Wollongong, having watched a few sessions go by over the last couple of years, being up in Nakura and doing the virtual mentoring experience, it allowed me to believe that there's scope for taking this pilot into a very real program via similar software to reach remote Indigenous students.
That's the thing that really was resounding in my mind was, what can we do with this? Like, how can we get this and really utilise it on such a broader scale? Because there is a gap in education, in Indigenous education in Australia, and for me, working with Indigenous communities in the south coast of New South Wales is awesome, and I can do that because I live here, and I would love to be able to be a part of something that sets up, I guess, a similar kind of experience for kids all over Australia. There should be no reason that someone living in the Northern Territory has access to any less opportunities than someone living in New South Wales. So yeah, the potential was really the thing that stood out to me the most in the whole experience.